What's going on, everybody? This is Mohammed again, and another video with 5 minutes of automation. In this video, we're gonna learn about case structure. So, if we go to the block diagram here and come to structures, this is where we get loops. For loop, while loop, time loop, case structure, event structure, flat sequence, and etc. We're gonna learn about case structure, while loop, and flat sequence in this particular tutorial. But most importantly, we're gonna focus on the case structure. We used while loop before, so I'm gonna use the while loop because we want the work to be running indefinitely unless we stop it. So this is the conditional loop condition, and this is the iteration, which doesn't. You could use the loop iteration for some purpose, but I don't need it. So first off, I want to add a control, so create a control. So by right-click on the mouse, create a control. So that's our stop button right there. And then I want to add a case structure. So the title of this project is basically creating a simple traffic light. That's what we want to do. So on a front panel, I want to bring in some LED right there. Nope. That's better. And then if you hold on to control and drag with the mouse, you can make another copy. And there is a third copy. So this is green. This is yellow. And then this is not blue, red. So by default, this has a green color. Like when it lights up green. So this is good. We want to change this. We want to right-click on the mouse and go to Properties, and then on click there, and then we want to change the color of this to oranges. Let's see, that's okay. And then same thing here. We want to change this to reddish. Okay, that's red. Now I want to actually hide the label, so visible items label, because it's just not nice. And then I'm going to select them all and then come right here, and this is for alignment, and then I want to align them, and then also I want to have like equal distance between them. So that's that. Now we can decorate this using a decoration. So I'm gonna add this decoration, so as if it looks like a traffic light. You don't need to do any of this, by the way. It's just me trying to be a little bit nice. And then I want to add in something called menu, ring menu. So this is selector, let's say. And then we want to add items to this. So basically we come here and then we come to data entry. Click on data entry. No, actually edit items, sorry. So the first one, it's going to be green for case 0 value, and then red, yellow, and then red. So we define this. This is going to be our initial state. You can think of this as a state machine, moving from yellow to red, and from red to green, and so forth. Wherever we start, it's going to start from that point. So we have our state machine selector. We have our buttons in here, or LEDs. So I'm going to make those visible, like small icons. Not really, not this. Okay, anyways. Now, we want to get the selector value to come in here. We want to connect the selector to the case structure, so that we change the type of case structure we're dealing with here. So we have two cases here, 0 the default, and then 1. We need another case, so simply you can click right here and then add case after. So that's going to be 2 for red. Now, what basically we want to do, we want to light the LED and then wait for some time and then turn it off and then move into the next state, right? So, basically what we're going to do, we're going to go to structures and then add a flat sequence. And the purpose of adding a flat sequence to make sure that we are performing actions in like sequentially. So add a frame after, and then add frame after. Now, we need, for default case here, it's going to be the green. So instead of using the green and then not being able, how are we going to be able to turn the green off if we turn it on here? So basically we can actually use something called a local variable. So that's a copy of it. So basically we come to create and then go to local variable here. And this is basically a typical copy of it. And then we create constant and set it to true. And then hold on to control, you can copy this, and then you can pass this through the structure here and then pass it to it, but this time we want to turn this off. So we click on the wire, right click on the wire, and then go to insert, and then go to boolean pellet, and then add in a not. This way we're reverting the logic, so if it's true it's going to be false here. So now we're done with this. Now we want to add a delay. So for green, let's say we're going to wait for, so we can create count for 3,000 milliseconds. Now that we created everything for green, we can hold on to, we can click on the sequence, flat sequence, and hold on to control and drag with the mouse. We can make a copy of this so that we don't have to repeat this part. Drag into it that, into the, back into the flat sequence or into the this structure, and then finally you can drag the entire thing for into the back into the case structure. Now this is case 2, which is for red. So you simply click on green and then you select red because we have it. So the local variables looks for all the variables that are in the environment. So red is in the environment. We can change that, and then we want to change this from 3,000 to 2,000, and then this is for yellow. And this, let's say we want to wait for 1 second. Now, we need our sequence. We've done everything. Now the only missing thing is our sequence. So we are, let's say we are here in green. We want to go to red or to yellow. So we're gonna add in a constant, and this is gonna be the number of the case structure. So it's 1, we're going to 1. So we're going to pass in this to the edge of the while loop. And then we're going to right click and convert this to replace with a shift register. And then hit OK. So the shift register, basically, it's more like you're taking this wire all the way back here. So that's what it is doing. It's shifting the value from this side of the loop to this side of the loop, instead of doing a wiring and stuff. So it's done through the loop. Now I'm gonna disconnect this and connect this back to the shift register, and then connect this to the selector. Now in the next case we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna create a constant. Now we are in 1, we wanna go to 2. We are in 2, we wanna go to 0. Simply. So logic is completed right now. We don't have to worry about anything. So if everything is good, this should be yellow. We're good to go. So if this is the initial case, so it's green, so it's gonna let up green 3 seconds, and it's gonna keep doing this over and over and over. We can stop this, and then we can start from yellow. Yellow, which is orange actually, not yellow, but whatever. So this basically sums up the use of the GIST structure. So a simple traffic light is implemented using it. Thank you for watching. See you next video.